welcome back everyone to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. As you can see, my character looks a little different than last time. She has new hair. I actually went ahead and I bought the hairstyles bundle. So the bundle was 1,000 crowns and it had a ton of different hairstyles in it. I haven't actually even looked at all of them. I was just looking through it in the crown store and I was like, hey, I really kind of like that one in particular. And it is very cool that it's in your collection, so you don't have to go and buy appearance change coupons, because those actually cost 1,000 crowns as well to get an appearance change coupon. See, last time we left off, we had got a map, which we need to look at here for the Of Faith and Family quest. We need to use the map to find Nayu. Oh, I'm gonna need to change that. That's my treasure map add-on, has a little pop-up for a smaller one. Hey, I actually know where that is. That's that boat where we talked to that guy before.
House Talvani still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish anything? What about the pack?
So that's a nice, easy thing there. Yeah, because I got that treasure map add-on, because, you know, that was really a pain in the butt trying to find those treasure maps. You're like, yeah, I have no idea what that place is, especially if you've never even been there. And we got a new Morrowind map. A house. A tree by a house. In a box behind a tree. Apparently it's still gonna be in this area, maybe? So just stay within the circle and we can maybe find this house. Okay. Oh, aren't you cute when you're asleep? At least I assume you're sleeping. If you get close enough, looks like we'll be able to just see a quest marker. Well, it's not really going to be over that way, because that's going to leave the circle. At least I'm assuming that it's supposed to still be in the circle, and the circle isn't just to be able to use the map. So I could be entirely wrong on that. There's not any other markers outside of the area. Aha! It's over there. Thank you, quest marker. Abandoned cellar. Really, that looked more like it was pointing me to a crate in that picture, but okay. You don't mind if I... Oh well, loot everything first. I wonder if that person over there had a bounty and that's why there's...
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here.
Mm-hmm. Can I meet with Vea now?
Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you.
And how do I prove she can trust me?
Redwin records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all in their registry. Bea believes the registry contains information about her brother Ulram.
She wants me to steal the house registry.
Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians, after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drano, is away, so security at his townhouse should be light.
Steal the registry from Lord Drano's townhouse. Got it. Should be fun. Too bad that's not actually a cooking stove. This can make a nice little hideout for us. There's free shit in here. I always love free shit. So, that townhouse. Okay, other side of the river. Come on, horse. Yeah, I did my crafting dailies before we started here. This time I was able to craft everything right there in Vivek City at the crafting stations. And the only thing that I was allowed to turn in here in Verdenfell, unfortunately, was just my blacksmithing, and people in chat said, well, it's dependent on your crafting levels. Like, well, yeah, okay, so I looked at my skills. Okay, blacksmithing is level 3. Okay, alchemy is high because of all that stuff I did to learn all of the reagents' properties. Clothing is 3. Provisioning 3. Woodworking 3, and it's like, yeah, okay. Everything but the 2 where I needed to learn a bunch of stuff about the things that we were using are at level 3, so that's not really an excuse. If you're doing it here, they should just have a general turn-in for all the stuff. You don't have to actually leave Verdenfell. Hop in here, so I do see that there is a guy walking around. Let's see what he does. And what we need to steal is downstairs.
Not much longer now.
I hear Nagarnian talking. So that guy's just gonna kind of walk back and forth there. So when he walks back over, we will try to sneak downstairs.
The Gart is on its way, intruder!
Shut up. Well, at least it was only 24 gold. Why would you put this dumb lady over here by the hiding spot? That's just mean. Kinda looks like I didn't even need to come over here. So it looks like there must have been a room to the left of the stairs. Nope, it's further down. Gotta get past this butthole. Yep, keep going. Nothing to see here. I promise there's nothing to see here. You can go back over that way. There you go, good girl. Nobody here but us mice. Apparently looking at it counts as stealing. You don't mind if I gank this, do you? Ooh, hello. Yeah, that was annoying. It said I was detected. I wasn't really detected, otherwise they would have been attacking me. Are you gonna come this way? Which side are you gonna go on?
So much to do.
Glow stick. We're gonna have a rave. There's a guy that walks around. It's the other staircase. Ooh. Hi, dude. Huh. Apparently they are very nearsighted, because that guy probably should have seen me walking up the stairs. Okay, well, we are no longer trespassing, but we do unfortunately have a slight bounty, so if that guard down there were to see us, that would not be cool. There isn't actually any fences in this city. Can we just stop glitching out and just kind of hop over here? Whoops! I'm not here. You don't see me. Yes, we will be taking things kind of slow here because we're gonna stay sneaking. Yeah, normal citizens don't matter. We just need to watch out for the guards. Like that one over there. Really? We hung up on every damn thing. This abandoned cellar make it perfect. That's probably why. Yeah, that's probably why these guys are just kind of hanging out here. They got a bounty from that too. Hey, stop!
Still alive, I see. And
Yep.
since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redwin dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? And does it contain any information about Thea's brother Ulron?
The book mentions that someone named Ulron was stripped of his rank and exiled.
Ulron was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a councilor. Why in oblivion would House Redwin banish one of their brightest stars?
That's what it says in the registry.
I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Vea now.
Where's Vea?
There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Vea's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside.
I'll go to the swamp and talk to Vea.
Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is.
This place looks comfortable. Why hide Vea out in the swamp? Probably because this is right in the city. They'd probably easily find her here.
Vea would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds, not to mention the proximity to all things House Redrun. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her.
Well, thanks for trusting me with your secret hiding places.
Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart.
Thanks for the pep talk. Do you know Vea's brother as well?
Well enough. Ulron and Vea used to sneak out to watch me train. I have a way with blades that fascinated them to no end. Eventually, our fondness developed between the three of us. And to think, I never even had a nick sound growing up.
So they're your pets? Doesn't being in the Morag Tong make such relationships difficult?
It's not like personal relationships are against the rules, though I suppose they are sort of frowned upon. Anyway, my assignments always brought me back to Vardenfell, so we were able to keep in touch and visit even as they grew older.
And you don't think Ulran could do something terrible enough to warrant exile?
Anything's possible, but the Ulran I know holds honor above all else. I can't believe he'd do something so dishonorable that the house leaders would demand his exile. We need to find out more about what happened.
Why does Vea keep sneaking out of the cave? She already said that she's bored.
Vea's young, bored, and stubborn. That makes for a volatile combination. She wants fresh air and freedom. I can't blame her for that. I can blame her for assuming I'm not aware of her little excursions. I thought I trained her better than that.
Do you think she's in any danger?
Danger's a relative term, especially when you're dealing with relatives. Vea can make her own decisions. If she wants to risk getting caught by House Redren, that's on her head, especially since she knows they've been searching that area.
So she's not exactly being too great about that. You know, dude, you don't really have to be stealthed in here. What's up, dude?
Now you goes too easy on Vea. When my master trained me, her word was law, and the only acceptable response on my part was, as you command. But what do I know? Vea's not my apprentice.
I like him. Kind of a shame you can't, as far as I know, have relationships with the NPCs. That'd be kind of cool, but I suppose that would probably be something that'd be really difficult to do in an MMO. You know, like in Skyrim, you could marry some of your companions and whatnot. So, how far away? Go to the swamp. That's not too terribly far away. That's the interesting part, will be getting there and not letting guards see us. Now we can head out of town right here and hop across this swampy area. If I get on my horse and just run for it, you think I'll make it without anybody stopping me? I said, hiya, go. Damn it. Of course that part would be deep. Oh, hello. What in the crap was that noise? Wrong way. Just bad things.
I was really
You totally did not run down your path. I hate it when that happens. At least I was out of the path that he was taking, but still. There wasn't even anything in his way, so that's no excuse for...
And you're sure it's Vea? House Redoran isn't emptying its coffers so you can chase your own tails out here.
You pay the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferhara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again.
That's not good. See, you should have stayed in the cave, lady.
Ah, the councilor's lackey. I understand you've made significant progress in your search for Vea. As a matter of fact, so have we. This whole ordeal will be over soon, and then you can be on your way, Outlander.
No, this is actually my homeland, you know. I'm a dark elf, too. So shish. Over? What makes you say that?
My mercenaries have spotted Vea skulking about the northern portion of the swamp. Between my soldiers and Ferhara's warclaws, the councilor's daughter will soon be home safe and sound.
What do you know about Ulran's exile?
Vea's brother. It's a sad story. Killed one of his own soldiers to protect an ashlander of all things. I think they were being too lenient when they simply exiled him. But that's how they treat the privileged few.
Wow, so you guys have serious hatred for the Ashlanders. Vea's brother killed a Redoran soldier?
Ulran always had an unnatural attraction to the Ashlanders and their savage ways. He felt that an Ashlander life was worth more than a Redoran life. The council didn't agree with his assessment. This will all be over as soon as Ferhara finds Vea.
I'm sure he had his reasons, butthole. Who are Ferhara's warclaws?
Khajiit mercenaries of the highest order. For members of a lesser race, Ferhara's warriors are surprisingly effective. I employ them to bolster our forces. Between obligations to the Pact and other matters, House Redoran is spread thin of late.
Man, everybody's so racist in this game. Like, everybody's racist against each other. Councilor Eris hired me to find his daughter, and that's what I plan to do.
As you say, Ferhara's warclaws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I can't guarantee your safety.
I'll keep that in mind.
Ferhara assumes the councilor's minions will not present a problem for the war claws. Yes, Captain?
The Outlanders have been warned, Ferhara. I leave everything else to your discretion.
So in other words, we may have to fight some of Ferhara's warclaws. It's like we just stay on this road and we'll get up to the section where she's at. What? Oh. A drone. I don't know how you say it. I'm sorry, Morrowind lovers. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sure they have it. They're not exactly on my path. They're probably just trying to get experience and level up. I always push the wrong buttons. 3 is heal. 4 is my ice cloak. What? Oh, no, we're close. He doesn't seem to be coming after me, so...
Stupid war claws. Now I know how a mouse feels. By the 3! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that.
I was standing right in front of
If
you.
you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight.
I'm working with Nayu. I have information concerning your brother.
Oh, right. Now you mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned. But the swamp is crawling with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We can talk there.
Lead on and I'll follow you.
Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent.
Alright, I'll deal with the war claws. You get to the cave.
You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm impressed. Meet me at the cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and try not to get killed. I really want to know what you came all this way to tell me.
Come on, you, I got some spare weapons, I think. I could lend you something. You could help out. I'll see you in the cave shortly.
Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
I can smell the dark elf here. Looks like we're the first ones here.
Hello.
Healer!
Damn it. Stop that. That button.
Warclaws! Let's slay this outsider!
No fair. Big trick. Scoop, scoop, scoop. What? Goddamn, stop that.
I need healing! Aid me!
I think you're a little late for that.
Up here! Hurry! Before them show up!
Oh, that was a little hairy. I definitely need more potions. I just used what little I had. I definitely need a lot more magicka, that's for sure. Magicka potions would be really handy too when I have to go make me a bunch of stuff. Oh sure, now there's a bunch of other people. Holy crap. Everybody's hanging out here. Why were none of
What
you
do
out
you
there?
think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and a poultry fire, all the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Oran. What did you find out?
According to the House Veteran Registry, your brother Olran was stripped of his rank and exiled.
No, that can't be right. Oran's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done to warrant being banished?
According to Captain Brevin, Olran killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander.
What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders.
Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers, something terrible must have happened.
Any idea where we can find these ashlanders? They may be able to tell us about the incident.
I know the tribe that Oran liked to help. Brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father wasn't paying attention. Will you go with me to talk to them? Wait, someone's coming.
Get behind me.
She can handle herself just fine, hero. Vea, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The war claws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redrin soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Yes, recipe. With all the people in here, I'm surprised that there's even anything for me to loot. Yes, growl, growl. Did you put yourself in the corner? Were you bad? You a bad little Argonian? Put yourself in timeout.
Dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell.
What do you suggest?
The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redrin troops. Councilor Eris brought additional soldiers from town. He's intent on getting his daughter, and he may have the numbers to do it.
So the back tunnels it is.
One more thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redrin recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it shouldn't be as bad as what's waiting outside the front of the cave.
We'll just have to be careful then. And poke through our inventory. I just like basically used up all of my potions. And all of this used up stuff off of here. Here we have one Silva spell power. Silva spell critical. I have a little thing for health. And let's see. We can increase our max stamina. Probably increase our max health for 35 minutes. Sounds good. Although apparently there is a ton of other people doing this as well.
Does the ceiling look unstable to you?
Search everywhere. Captain Previn thinks the councilor's kitten might try to escape through these tunnels.
Damn! Those cat bastards are harder to shake than a blind date.
Nice assassin you got there. How come I have Vea with me and that person has a assassin with them?
I can't get captured and taken back to my father. Not when I'm this close to finding my brother.
Like with the number of people who are in that room, we might not even come across anything in here. Gotta catch up to this person a little.
That must be the way out. I just hope there aren't any Redderans up there.
Oh, there probably is. That would be our luck. I really wish the AUI guys would fix this little thing where the bar does not go away if you put stuff in your quick slots. Unless you enter cursor mode and mouse over it first. So we get out of this load screen. I'm gonna have to do that real quick. So the damn thing will go away.
Oh no. father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. Well, I'm not going back without a fight.
I'll cause a distraction so you can get out of here.
You do that for me? Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time.
Your father hired me to find you and set up a meeting. I might as well give him a progress report.
Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start.
Will you meet with your father after you find your brother?
Once I find Ulran and make sure he's alright, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his. And tell him to call off his soldiers, or I might change my mind. That should buy us some time.
Yeah. Whee!
Who goes there?
Stand down. These outlanders work for me.
These outlanders? I was one person last I noticed. Last I checked.
The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Vea has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until she's home, safe and sound.
I thought we agreed you wouldn't use any other outsiders.
I also said that the captain has his own resources. The war claws report to Briven, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, tell me what Vea's thinking.
Vea will meet with you, but on her own terms. All these soldiers have scared her away.
It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter. So, where and when will Vea meet with me?
Soon. She asked me to do one more thing, and then she'll be ready to meet with you.
Very well. We'll do this her way. Vea can be as stubborn as her mother sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next time, I expect Vea to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Briven do this his way.
I'll let her know.
Do as I command, and let them pass.
Yeah. Buttheads. Hehehe. Damn centipede. Oh, we're off to the Ashlander camp. It's like the other way there was a way shrine, but try to stay somewhat focused because I'm recording. Hello. How's it going?
Those certainly aren't Ashlanders, not with those tails.
This is
Tails.
disturbing.
Tails.
I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redoran thinking? And what in the name of the three have they done with the Ashlanders?
You're sure this was an Ashlander camp?
My brother often visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place. So full of life. I know House Redoran wants to expand along the western coast, but I never expected they'd set the Warclaws loose like this.
Do you think your brother and the Ashlanders are still here?
If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad. We need to see if we can find out what happened here.
I'll look around and see what I can find.
I really want to help, but Nario won't hear of it. We don't get our hands dirty unless there's a writ attached. She's so fond of reminding me. We'll hang around and wait for you to find something before we move in.
Stay out of the way of the war claws until I find out where your brother is.
Vea, I don't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep you out of House Redoran hands, remember?
You're not my parent, Nario. I can take care of myself, even if the Mother of Blades doesn't think so.
Damn it, Vea! You know I hate that title.
Your title is the Mother of Blades. Fascinating. Yay, our bounty is dealt with. Hello.
If I'd realized how popular this camp was going to be with Outlanders, I would have moved the tribe ages ago. You don't appear to be one of the heretical invaders, but looks can be deceiving. What do you seek, stranger?
I'm looking for Ulran Reilly.
Ah, Ulran the Exile. He disgraced his family and lost his status, but remained true to his heart. Ulran is here. He tried to stand against the Redorans, just as they detained me within this yurt.
Where is Ulran now?
I assume they dragged him off to the mine, along with most of the tribe who refused to let those tribunal dogs walk all over us. Or should I say tribunal cats in this instance? Be wary. The mine will be as protected as the camp, maybe even more so.
Tell me more about this mine.
It's a small hole in the ground, but it served us well until the Redorans and their war claws arrived. Now they toss my people aside and lock the door. Warclaw Irgazar carries the key, but there is a spare in the supply yurt.
I'll get the key and locate Ulran.
Get the key to the mine from either the Warclaw's commander or the supply yurt, whichever suits your needs. Perhaps you'll find what you seek within Kudanot's depths.
Why didn't they send you to the mine with the rest of your people?
To keep the head and the body separate. As long as I'm here, I can't offer my people hope or advice. And I certainly can't compel them to rebel against these invaders.
I can help you escape.
I have no doubt. However, my place remains with my people, at least for now. The Warclaws have treated me well so far. They believe I can make their tails fall off if I so choose. Who am I to dissuade such creatures from their beliefs?
Good point. So glad that you're so willing to share all of your things with me. That's very nice. Where exactly is this supply yurt? Maybe this over here? Oh, hello. How's it going?
If I can smell you, Outlander, then you can be certain the Warclaws have picked up your scent. Leave now, and maybe you'll escape with a little flesh still clinging to your bones.
What's going on here? I thought this was an Ashlander camp.
House Redoran doesn't care. They marched in with their Warclaws and claimed the land. Anyone who tried to resist was imprisoned or sent to the mines. Me? I decided my life was more important than my tribe.
So you decided to help House Redoran?
You can't be more disgusted with that prospect than I am, but at least I'm still alive. And all I have to do is direct them to the best resources and show them where some of my people hide every now and then. A small price to pay.
I'm looking for Ulran. Do you know who that is?
Ulran? You'd think he was some kind of saint the way he walked in and handed out supplies. He came back after his house threw him out. Never said why they exiled him. The wise woman might know where to find him. They have her in one of the yurts.
Yeah, I've already talked to her, actually. That's what that person was fighting. This is the supply yurts. Get back over here, you butthead. I'm standing on the fire now.
Attack!
Nice one. Kind of looked like she was waiting for somebody else to show up to help her with that, because that was a boss. I definitely don't mind helping her out, because in turn she's helping me. Hello there, Uran.
Down here! Come on! Wait.
He looks a little... out of
Veya, stay back. I don't need to see this.
What happened here?
really quick respawn.
Oh gods! They murdered these poor Ashlanders! Oh no! Oran! Oran! Wake up, please! You can't be dead. You just can't!
Why did I untie him, apparently, if he's, like, kinda, you know, dead?
Veya shouldn't have had to see this. Even I'm finding it hard to believe that the mercenaries would slaughter these Ashlanders for no reason. Not to mention the son of a house councilor. Doesn't make any sense.
If he tried to defend the Ashlanders...
I suppose anything could happen in the heat of the moment. But to kill a Redrun? Even an exiled one? That's presumptuous even for the war clause. I wonder if Eris knows about this. I'm not sure how Veya's going to get her answers now.
I found this speaking stone on Ulran's body. Oh, that's what I was doing. It looked like I was untying him or something.
I've seen these before. They use them in Eastmarch to record and send important messages. They're expensive and as rare as a sober Nord. But Ulran was always attracted to the contrivances of other cultures. Shall we see what it has to say?
If it can shed light on what happened here, I say yes.
If you're listening to my voice, know that my time is short, and what I have to say is important.
Brother, is that you?
Everything that happened was a deliberate act to discredit me. I need to report the events so my sister can learn the truth about her brother. You have to understand, I don't share my house's hatred and distrust of Ashlanders. So, during my normal patrol, when I heard that Ashlanders had come to Balmora and were causing trouble, I was dubious to say the least. I arrived to find one of my soldiers arguing with the Ashlanders. He spat at them, called them savages. When one of the Ashlanders objected, my soldier drew his sword. Before I could intervene, my soldier's blade struck him down. I ordered the soldier to stand down, but he ignored me and stepped toward the second ashlander. I killed my own soldier. I had to. Before I knew it, I was dragged before the Redoran Council and exiled. I never even got to say farewell to my sister. I believe I was set up for this fall, but I don't know by who. I came to this camp for shelter, but House Redoran's reach grows ever longer. Now Captain Briven's here. I'm going to talk to them, just in case I made this stone for my sister Vea.
So the good captain was here, and that sounds awful suspicious.
Oran! Damn it! What am I supposed to do now?
I said talk.
I agree with Ulran's assessment. Certainly sounds like someone led him into a situation guaranteed to make him fail. I can't believe he put this burden on Vea, though. What was Ulran thinking?
You don't think we should continue to investigate Ulran's death?
I didn't say that. I'm just not sure how to proceed. We're entering dangerous waters here, going up against House Redoran, and we don't even have a writ to protect us.
So what do we do next?
I'm going to take Vea and head back to our safe house in Balmora. They found our cave, but the abandoned basement is still secure. After that, I'm not sure. The Morag Tong has rules. If I break them, I'll have to deal with the consequences.
Tell me about the Morag Tong's rules.
We can't just kill with wild abandon. We follow a code. We only execute those whose names appear on sanctioned writs. If we kill respectable citizens without a writ, that's just murder. So, without proof and a proper writ, my hands are tied.
I suppose I should let Chancellor Eris know about his son.
You do that, but be careful. We're not sure who in the House Redoran is involved, and I'd rather not see you wind up like these poor Ashlanders. Vea and I still need your help to get to the bottom of all of this. We'll see you in Balmora, Hera.
Okay, and we are gonna wrap things up here. I wanted to at least get through this part of the quest. Seems like it's quite the long one, and you get an extra long episode out of it. So we'll pick back up next time with going back to talk to Councilor Eris, and then I guess we meet up with Nehru in that abandoned basement. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.